want to sleep with you. That's all I wanna do. I want to sleep with you. That's all I wanna do. I wanna sleep with you. Treat your legs up on my neck, these stroke, I'm fucking you. 3 or 4 times in the same night, ain't no fucking substitute. I confess I could be your professor. Be your west on the dresser. Face in the mirror, back there raw. Anytime do a nigga gotta say yes, I gotta pay a damn thing in the wing. Start acting like you really don't want this dick, cause you know I'm a shit, that's all I'm saying. Gotta put my face all up into your all up, all of me, my spinach. And I'm not gonna stop till I finish. Back that cock right to the light fin. I wanna play with you.
Like before my brother died, you know, he had his partners or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And in particular, you know, he had this kid, you know, his right hand man. Everybody know him in College Park by the name of Sam. You know what I'm saying? Before him and my little brother even met each other, I was like dating this girl, and her like best friends or her family. I can't remember, but I remember the Sam when, you know, he didn't have that name. I knew him when I met him. He was a little kid, and he was with like Kibo Gotti. That they all cousins. Him, little Kibo Gotti, Lil D, rest in peace, Lil D. All them are cousins. So I knew him as Little Junior. You know what I'm saying? And his auntie had like took care of him. I don't know what his situation was with his parents or whatnot, but his auntie, for the most part, had took care of him. Every time I seen Lil Home, he was with, you know, his auntie. I can't remember her name and stuff, man. But that's, you know, that's how I know him. You know, he was like, of course, you know, they're a few years, maybe 5, 6 years younger than me, so I was already out there doing my thing or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But as time passed, and my little brother, you know, started claiming the territory and had his little turf and you know, doing his thing. Little Junior is growing up as well, and then he became Sam. You know what I'm saying? So even to the point where him and my brother started hanging together, you know, I'm like, you know, who a Lil Home? You know, ain't that Lil Junior? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, that's Sam. I'm like, what? So when I ended up hollering, he was like, yeah, I'm Lil Junior, but, you know, I'm Sam, my real name, you know, and they call me Junior because I'm a daddy. Things of that nature. So, you know, however, but during this time, like I say, my brother was out there, you know, doing his little thing on his territory. Sam is his right hand man. You know what I'm saying? Like I would say his goon. And they did, you know, a lot of their things together for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, they had their own, you know, kids and, you know, stuff like that. But far as out there on the block every day, it's gonna be my little brother Main, and it's gonna be his right hand man Sam. You know what I'm saying? Little Junior. But things drastically changed once my brother was murdered. You know what I'm saying? Sam, you know, he came up under my brother, you know, as my brother protege. So he's gonna have those same qualities that my little brother have, because my little brother instilled them in him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have some of the same, I would say, faults that my brother had too, because you're gonna pick them up too, as well as the good things that you pick up as you growing and being around a person every day, especially when it comes to the streets. And both of them did their thing, you know, Sam and my little brother, between College Park Projects and the city of East Point. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, once my brother had passed away, you know what I'm saying, just like, you know, other people that was up under him, you know, no different than Tupac with the Outlaws. Tupac gone, and then the Outlaws, you know, end up dispersing. You know what I'm saying? they always was together, but we didn't see them, you know what I'm saying, in the public eyes like that, you know what I'm saying. Big shots out to my partner Quiz Outlaw, you know what I'm saying. But of course, you know, like I said, when the main person that brings the fire to the camp, you know, leads away from the camp, then the fire you can't help but to see the fire burns down a little bit. It'd be on somebody else to step up to make that fire, you know, raise back up or whatnot. And but in this case, you know, my little brother was like, you know what I'm saying, one of the, you know, last of the dying breeds. So when he passed away, you know, his goons end up like dispersing. You know what I'm saying? Going their own different ways or whatnot. But you had Sam continue to, you know, do his thing down in College Park and East Point. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, he had, he started doing it himself and became, you know, like elevated his own name. Now, Sam was in prison where my little brother got murdered. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was a different vibe in his head when he came home. You know, the feelings on what he wanted to do and, you know, the fight between that and what he should be doing. You know what I'm saying? So he had that little thing on his shoulder as he was home. And then on top of it, he had to see the guy who killed his right hand man all the time. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, you know, that guy had the only spot that was like a safe haven type spot to, you know, the drug dealers and weed smokers and gamblers or whatever, by having a bootleg house or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's where everybody hung at. So, you know, to get off the block, he was forced to hang there too, but he didn't just stay there. You know what I'm saying? He was like he told me, he was even approached by, you know, my brother murderer, and, you know, on some, you know, I want you around, you know, and, you know, really like to watch the door, protect the door, you know, and my partner didn't really do it. My partner didn't do it because he knew the game. Like, you really just want him around as muscle to make sure you safe yourself, because if you don't have him on your team, you could be a victim. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he know that you killed this partner and, you know, everything like that right there. But excuse me. But, you know, he stayed, like I said, he stayed around College Park doing his thing, but he had this big chip on his shoulder. And with that big chip on his shoulder came a lot of madness and chaos, and he needed an outlet to let it out. You know what I'm saying? And when you in the streets, that's one thing that you do when you have a buildup of you know, different emotions. You let it out into the streets, and hopefully, you know, nobody don't get hurt. You know what I'm saying? But in different cases, man, you know, my brother dying, like I know for a fact, my brother dying had a lot to do with his transformation into this, you know, I would say this person that didn't care. And I finna use the word like cold-hearted like that, but of course that'll be really too much. You know what I'm saying? I actually get in trouble for that one right there. So I won't say cold-hearted. I just say he started not caring about the things that he should be caring about. You know what I'm saying? And he lost respect for, you know what I'm saying, OGs. He really didn't care who you were or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So he had different run-ins where I even had to intervene and be like, hey man, you know, you need to calm it down, man. You know, you barking up the wrong tree right there with big homie. You know what I'm saying? So I seen what it did to him, and really he was just hurt, and he was missing my brother, and he didn't want to go do nothing to home and then go back down to prison and, you know, and live that lifestyle for the rest of his life either. So, you know, he wasn't a dumb young dude either, you know what I'm saying? So he just held it in as much as he can, but it came out on other people. You know what I'm saying? It came out on other people. out there in the streets, up until the point where, he ended up, having so many different warrants for him for aggravated assault, for pistol whipping this guy, shot this guy, a murder happened at a local bar and somebody, put his name in the mix with the cops. And cops looking for him, wanting to question him and things of that nature. And once he found out, who he thought did it, he ran to phone him, pistol whooping him pretty good, made him leave up out the projects. And then as he was leaving, he shot a couple of times at the car. These are just allegations that I heard. You know what I'm saying? And he got warrants for him. So. But, when he shot at the car, I think old dude who he whooped up real bad, who put his name in the murder mix, he had a child in the car, so that was another type of charge that he had to deal with. So now, of course, they looking for him. And at one point in time, he slid through the hood in a new ride or something, and nobody didn't know too much about this new car. But it just so happened that somebody who seen him in it out there ended up telling the cop, and she ended up riding through the hood and seen him. So she tried to block him in. He sped off, and his car hit her. You know what I'm saying? And that's another charge right there. I even got the phone call. Hey, he just hit me. I'm finna have him locked up for aggravated assault on the cop. And I get off the phone. I call him. Hey, man, what you doing? He said he didn't try to. He didn't think he hit her. Why she stopping with him, why she messing with him, she knew he had warrants. You know what I'm saying? So that right there became another disaster that added on to all the things that he got going on anyway. And and they finally caught him. He's in jail right now waiting trial. And they didn't catch him, on their own like that because Holmes swift on the feet, on what they do and stuff when it comes to trying to get away from the cops. But how they end up catching him is, he was at home, with his old lady, her kids or whatever. I don't know how many kids she had, but I think this younger kid was maybe like 15 or 16 years old. And Sam and his, girl get into it. And I don't know how violent it got, but I know that her son tried to intervene in it and calm it down or, stop doing this to my mama, things of that nature. I heard that my little brother partner Sam spit in the little kid's face. And I'm saying little kid because once again, I heard that he was between the ages of 15 and 17 years old. And once he spit in the little kid's face, the little kid got the eye and shot him a couple of times, straight like that, man. And I think he, messed up one of his lungs or something, man, because he was in very bad condition for a very long time, and people didn't think that he was going to make it, you know what I'm saying? But he ended up pulling through from that. And sitting right now on Wright Street, you know what I'm saying? 901 Wright Street, baby, y'all know what it is. Sitting in Fulton County Jail, awaiting trial for the charges of aggravated assault. And then, he got aggravated assault on the kid from when he pistol whipped the guy, his dad, shot at him or whatever. Then aggravated assault on the cop for hitting her with the car. And then whatever charges he got right here with his girlfriend and being shot by her son because her son was never charged. So whatever he did, you know what I'm saying, homie? Whatever he did, it was justified where the son shot him and didn't go to juvie or didn't go to jail, man. So, but, my brother, friend, he turned to a real goon, man. He was cool. He was already, built to do a little something. Cause he was with my little brother. He was right hand man, so he was already out there. But once my brother died, man, it just he didn't care no more, man, and things just went downhill for him, man. He came to my house a couple of times with my homie man Cartwright, and I had just jeweled somebody for like 10 P's of marijuana weed, so You know, I dropped him off some. You know, go, you can have it. It's on me. You know, big bro. But you know, and he was a hustler. He was a straight up hustler. Like my brother, he get that money, man. But like I said, once my brother left, man, it's just it went downhill for his goons, man. It's real talk, man. But man, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to another great episode of Underground Source TV, man. Y'all check out the sponsors, man. We got new sponsors right here, man. Y'all make sure y'all check them out. It's going down right here. OG Black Boy, 3700 College Park. Stand up.
Ain't she know I do.